right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Check go.
Throwing from the gun here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Oh, no.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
He throws a bullet deep to the right, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 13. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
19 Lions.
He'll throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Carolina in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Starts the return at the 34. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be Texans football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he takes this one back for the pick six. PAT effort coming up. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Right back to Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Stroud. Higgins makes the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. Stroud throwing here on first. Cut near the goal line. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Now Stroud on third and goal. And the defender defender comes away with it. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 21. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Yeah. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It's a gain of 22, and it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Gets him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. That's complete to Leggett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Brooks runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
He breaks the tackle, and they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Let's go.
They're going play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Has room down the left sideline. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll throw it. He finds Sanders. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, it's Brooks. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They're throwing it. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go now. Go.
Pass play now. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
to throw it on first down. Gets this to Sanders. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw it again. Left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jared Stingley Jr. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go, let's go. All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's first and 10 inside the opposing 30. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Oh, he lost the football. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
Texans 7.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming here from the 12. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Right to Texas. On the quick, right? Why, Tony? Right.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
Outside. Right.
It's Pacheco again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Over.
Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Over.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw. Stroud. Got his target, it's Higgins. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has it down close. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Pacheco hauls it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing is Stroud. Catch is made in close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Nike taxi. Don't worry.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hands off here for Brooks. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set, go.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go.
From the 39. Finds him over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Come on, set. Unlock line.
Brooks on the give, headed right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Christian Harris on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him on the crossing route. Gets it to the 15. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's all set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Go!
Here's Brooks. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now lead by 10. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Two dead.
First down, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
Robin.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go, let's go. Hey!
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So second down coming up.
Oh, ready?
Throwing from the gun here. That's Worthy running the slant. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll come up first and 10. They motion a receiver left. Here's Stroud on first and 10. And in for the Houston touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. First and 10.
Hey, check that. Set up. Ready.
carried by Brooks to start the drive. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second and real long here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36, he finds Sanders. And that will not be enough for a first down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. At the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now lead by 10. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He fires one deep down the middle. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. So now here's 3rd and 5. Setting up a throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Kate, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to him. They're going to keep the football. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey.
Another try following the sack. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This one misses the tight end. And that makes it 4th down. Looking to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Into traffic, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots at the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So the Panthers pick up the win here. Well, it's all about one word right now, partner: momentum. Getting this win gives you a ton of it, and that should really play to their advantage as they prep for their next